I want to talk about the consequences of not spanking, okay? And hopefully I can convince you to respectfully, out of love, spank your children. Okay, so it's really good to spank your children, right? And when I say that, what do I mean? Well, it's really good for them because if children don't receive some type of painful experience that they can feel, right? They're not, when they get older, not in every situation. This is strictly situational, right? And when I say strictly situational, I mean that you're gonna have to, well, first of all, if you're a believer, you're gonna have to work with God to know when to spank and when not to spank, right? You're gonna have to be able to discern between good and evil, right? And so that's a gift in of itself. But what I'm trying to say is, if they're not disciplined correctly as far as spanking, right? Someone can mentally assent to in their mind that, this is not good that I'm doing it, but they won't be able to have the willpower or the strength to restrain themselves because they have not felt the pain, they haven't had painful memories of what it means to make this decision and the outcome of this decision, right? So sometimes we need pain to help us to make better choices and decisions, right? And I'm probably going to experience some pain sometime this week. I don't know what it is, but pain for children needs to be in a form of a spanking. They need to understand that these types of behaviors or choices and decisions that they're making is unacceptable, but they're not going to understand it unless they have the experience in their soul. Like, they need to feel it within their body. The choices and decisions that they're making are not good. Does that make sense? Another really good reason to spank your children is because parents, the way God created parenting to work is that parents are a reflection to children of what God is like. So if your children believe in their heart that they can practice sin and do wrong things and you won't give them any consequences, then that's what they're going to believe about God. They're going to believe that they can do whatever they want. They can live whatever way they want to and practice whatever sinful habits that they want to, and that God will not administer consequences, and that there will not be any penalty or consequences for their sins. And we know that that's a flat out lie. God is going to administer consequences for our sins, and just natural consequences for our choices and decisions, right? So we don't want to teach our children lies by withholding